Why, hello YouTube. I realized that my video is a little late this week. This is my third week on tea, and I actually have a better prepared video for you this week than I have in the previous weeks. Previous weeks, I kind of just sat down and said whatever came to mind. This week, I actually have a plan. So, third week on testosterone. So far, I sat down and I really thought about it, and there's a lot more changes that have been happening than I've noticed at a glance. I do apologize for the nasaliness. I am suffering from a cold, allergies, and just a combination of things. And moved a bunch of stuff around today, and yeah, just a lot of dust and irritation. So, some of the changes that I have experienced is definitely hair growth or thickening, like on my legs and my thighs. I've noticed some hair on the back of my hands, and exciting, I got peach fuzz. That's happening. And there's one dark hair right over here. Not that you can see it on this webcam because it really sucks. And I apologize again for the volume problem. It's not something I can fix at the moment. It's just the webcam, the mic that's on it is just stupid. But yeah, I have to wash my face like 3 or 4 times a day, and to keep it from being all oily and to keep myself from breaking out worse than I already do. There is some weight loss and fat redistribution that's going on. I feel like my arms are getting thinner and scrawnier. Well, not necessarily scrawnier, just the chunk that was there is going away. Same within my arms and stuff like that. It's all moving towards the midsection, which means I need to fix that. I need to start working out soon. Also, I've noticed that I'm a lot quieter. I mean, like, if I'm out with friends or even just at home, for that matter, I find that I don't feel it necessary to talk nearly as much as I used to. And I used to be, you couldn't get me to shut up, but now it's hard to get me to start talking. I have a lot of people asking, what's on your mind, or are you okay, or I'm sorry that this is boring, because I don't talk anymore, and yeah. But no, nothing's wrong. I just feel that there's a lot less that needs to be said. And, let's see here. As far as changes go that would be due to testosterone, that's about it. Something that I've been struggling with lately is my non-supporting supporters, or my silent supporters, as I call them. It's those people in my family who say that they're supportive and they want me to be happy and, you know, do what I need to do to achieve that. But at the same time, they don't want to hear anything about it, or they refuse to use the pronouns that I would prefer or my name. And so I've realized that tonight was the first night I'd had dinner with my family since like Christmas Eve, and I live here. I hadn't really realized that I was avoiding them to that extent until tonight. But yeah, they my grandmother actually is the one that helps me with my shots every week. And I mean, when I first came out to them, they were all, you know, okay, if this is the path you want to take, or that you feel you need to take, then yes, we'll support you. And I mean, I live here and things like that, but it's like whenever I try to talk to them about it or bring something up that I think is exciting and is just wonderful, they feel there's a sudden tension in the room, like it's just, they're very, very uncomfortable with it. So I don't bring it up. It's not something that's talked about. It's just they ignore it, and they still introduce me to other people as their granddaughter or my birth name and things like that. And I'm finding that, especially now after starting tea, and I know it's only been 3 weeks, and I know that as time goes on it's going to be a lot harder to deal with, but as of right now it's harder than it was when I first moved in here and came out to them 6 months ago. And I'm finding reasons not to be home, like picking up extra shifts at work or spending a lot of time at my boyfriend's house with him and his roommates. And my family, they're not really exactly questioning it. They don't ask me, why are you never home anymore, or anything like that. So, but I don't think it's necessarily something that they don't care about. I'm sure that they've noticed. Um, so yeah, I'm not quite sure how I'm going to be able to overcome that. That's definitely a thing that I have to figure out or not. Um, let's see here at other things that I wanted to talk to you guys about, but I didn't write them down. They're all in my head. Um, like I said earlier, I've been spending a lot more time at my boyfriend's house. I've been spending probably about half of the week there, on the days that I don't work, and that's been interesting. I mean, it's great because he introduces me to all of his friends and his roommates as he and as his boyfriend. And him and I have known each other for like 15 years, so that makes it even more special and more appreciated that he's able to accept this part of me because, you know, this is me. And yeah, although I'm finding now more often than not, and more often than before, I started actually portraying myself as male. When I was pretending to be female, I didn't really care nearly as much about what people thought of me because I was pretending to be what everybody wanted me to be. So I didn't really have to wonder what they thought of me because, you know, I was being who they wanted me to be in the first place. So, but now that I'm being, you know, more of me than what everybody wants me to be, or I'm doing the things I want to do versus the things that everybody wants me to do, I'm finding myself pondering what goes through other people's heads when they see me or when they talk to me or when I talk to them about my future goals and what I want to do as far as my transition or even uh, life in general, my goals that I want to achieve in life. And it makes me wonder what other people think, or, and I'm just not quite sure if it's something that I should just sit down and ask people about and just see, you know, what's your opinion? Not necessarily that it's the most important thing in the world, because half of the people that I'm around won't be around forever. They're kind of the temporary people in my life that'll disappear, like people often do. Um, but yeah, lots of thoughts about that, trying to figure out what people think of me. Or I often wonder what my boyfriend thinks when, like, him and I are walking around in the mall and stuff, especially considering up until this point, all of his friends and family thought he was straight. I'm not quite sure what we would classify his sexuality as. He liked me, and we just kind of moved on from that. But when we're walking around out in public, I see the way people look at us. You know, they're curious because obviously I don't pass as male, but a lot of the time people are just giving me that look like, what is that? Is that a boy? Is that a girl? They're just not quite sure. So, and he's commented saying, the way they were looking at us, haha, it's funny. It entertains him, or he's amused by people, which is fine. I don't care either way, to be honest. But what I do care about is what's actually going on in his head, and whether that is actually something that makes him uncomfortable. Because I think, now I should know, it shouldn't just be something that I think, but I think it causes me discomfort to be out in public with him, just for the sheer thought that it might cause him discomfort, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I know this video is like 3 times longer than any of my other videos, but I did record one. What is today? Today is Tuesday. I did record a video yesterday morning, and it was like 6 minutes long. It was great. It was perfect. I did wonderful rants that I absolutely enjoyed, actually. Actually, twice in the one sentence. Wow. It's the end of the night. I'm tired. I took allergy meds. That's my excuse. But anyway, and then as soon as I was uploading it, my internet like shut off and it disappeared into the cyberspace. So yeah, anyway, those are my wonderful points that I wanted to cover today. And other than that, you know, life is going good, work as well. I haven't been to work in a few days since I've been sick. I did try to go to work on Sunday, but I got sent home because I was sick. And yeah, so instead I've been at home, and I got struck by like this massive need to be productive. I keep forgetting that word. And so I'm going to show you what I did because I feel like sharing. So I don't like the color of these walls. So I decided to take pictures and stuff that I've taken or I've drawn or that other people have taken and drawn. I put CDs up there and stuff. I'm just slowly covering all of the walls. Although that's going to be a pain in the ass to take down when I move. So yeah, that... Oh, also, I wow. I took all of my books out of boxes and stuff, so now I actually have a desk and stuff that I can use. But yeah, so before I ramble and cause everybody more boredom than I'm sure they already are experiencing, I will bid you all good night.